Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. An investigation is underway for a fatal shooting in Eau Claire. According to Eau Claire police, authorities were called to the 400 block of Gilbert Avenue last night around 6:30 for a welfare check. Officers found a woman dead with multiple gunshot wounds. She's now identified as 56-year-old Michelle Jenkins. The police department is asking anyone with information about the incident to contact them at the number on your screen. A pilot is in the hospital after a plane crash in the village of Strum this morning. According to the Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office, just after 11:30 this morning, dispatch received a call of a crashed aircraft at Bryan Memorial Airport. First responders said the aircraft lost power shortly after takeoff. An attempted emergency landing led to the plane striking the top of some trees and crashing. That pilot was airlifted to a local hospital. Their condition is unclear at this time. A highly contagious respiratory virus has been detected in Eau Claire County. The county health department says several cases of pertussis, or whooping cough, have been identified. It starts with a low-grade fever, runny nose, and cough, which then worsens over a week, leading to breathing difficulties and/or vomiting. The illness may include a high-pitched whoop sound when inhaling after a coughing fit. It is especially dangerous for infants or young children who haven't been vaccinated before.
Parents should be more heightened when they start to realize that maybe their child's cough isn't going away, and then they need to be seen by a provider.
Doctors say early antibiotic treatment can reduce severity. The health department says that pregnant individuals and those who will be around infants should stay current on pertussis vaccinations. Wisconsin lawmakers will audit the DNR's Fish and Wildlife account over a looming financial deficit. The state legislature approved the audit on party lines this week. The DNR has said the state's Fish and Wildlife account faces a $16 million deficit by 2026. In a statement, Green Bay Senator Eric Wimberger says the audit will analyze DNR expenses and determine whether funds were used on things to actually benefit hunters and anglers. The DNR's budget chief says license fees make up most of that account's revenue, but while inflation has risen 59% since 2005, license fees have stayed flat. An addiction recovery group is thanking La Crosse law enforcement and public service officials with a free meal. The peer support group Mung to Mung hosted its first ever lunch for public service workers today. The group wants to desensitize the stigma between law enforcement and active substance users. One organizer says the lunch was a good way to thank city workers who have a role in their recovery.
In some weird way, we appreciate their services for doing their job in arresting us in the first place, which birthed the road to recovery.
Thank you for your service.
Mung to Mung is about 20 members strong. They plan to serve upwards of 500 public service workers today. That lunch included rice, egg rolls, and Asian sausage. A local organization is helping children with diabetes. Thunder Ride for Juvenile Diabetes is an annual fundraiser hosted by Rod's Ride on Power Sports. Today, Thunder Ride presented a check of almost $40,000 to Gunderson Medical Foundation. Those funds will go toward helping families pay for treatments related to diabetes. Rod's general manager says the fundraiser is something anyone can get behind to help families in need.
We just feel that this is our future, right? The children are our future. It's something that we can always focus on. It's something that everyone can feel near and dear to their hearts.
An additional $12,000 was donated to Mayo Clinic Health System. Thunder Ride for Juvenile Diabetes has now donated $500,000 since 2008. An honored tradition is coming back to La Crosse. The 19th annual Steppin' Out in Pink is helping raise money for breast cancer research and patient support programs. Today, t-shirts that were not picked up on the designated days are being mailed to the recipients. Additional pickup opportunities will be available at the event at the registration tent. Gunderson Medical Foundation's philanthropy program coordinator says that the event is open to everyone, and even if you attend alone, you can still participate.
If you've never participated before, it's a great event to come to alone. I have had people ask, do they have to be a part of a team? Can they come by themselves? Can they come with a group of 50 people? And the answer to those questions are yes.
Sign up is still open for those who haven't done so. The event kicking off September 14th at 9 a.m. For more information, we'll have it posted on our digital platforms. With Labor Day giving many a three-day weekend, Wisconsin's Department of Transportation is reminding people to be safe when hitting the roads. Labor Day weekend is seen as the last major weekend of summer, and many travelers will be taking advantage of the long weekend. So if you plan to head out of town for the holiday, there's some things to keep in mind. Wisconsin State Patrol says it's already seeing an increase in traffic, and with construction projects happening all over the region, State Patrol asks that you slow down and plan ahead.
The uptick in traffic as well during that time kind of bogs things up, so definitely maybe think about leaving early, giving yourself time to get there so you're not in a hurry.
Wisconsin's DOT says there will be significant road construction projects in Eau Claire, Jackson, and Monroe counties to look out for. Trooper Chambers also emphasized practicing simple safety measures like wearing your seatbelt. And of course, have fun on the holiday weekend, but officials say to get a ride from someone else if you've been drinking. Coming up tonight, the Friday night frenzy. West Salem football looks to make a statement at home against the Toma Timberwolves. All the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes. But first,
yeah, we have Labor Day up here, but we're not expecting to see those temperatures we saw last year at 98 degrees in La Crosse. We're going to be much cooler. We'll kind of break down what those temperatures look like and how long this cool conditions will last coming up on your First Warn Weather update after the break.
My day is packed. Client meetings,
Patient rounds.
getting kids out the door.
But Eric Hovde thinks all women care about is Hollywood.
It's just deplorable. Sadly, with females, they spend too much time focused on what's going on in Hollywood.
Well, guess what, Eric Hovde?
We know you supported overturning Roe versus Wade.
And we know you'd vote for a national abortion ban, too.
Eric Hovde must think he knows better than us.
What is wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
It's the final weekend of the huge Labor Day sale at Drury's in Fountain. Your chance to save on the area's finest furniture. Only at Drury's will you find savings this large on top brands like Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, Cannondale, and Eckerness. Plus, special financing is available if your purchase is paid in full within 24 months. We'll even pay for your gas just for shopping at Drury's. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends on Monday. The Labor Day sale this weekend at Drury's in Fountain.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
Yeah, we definitely had a warm or even hot, really, Labor Day last year. It fell on September 4th, but pretty similar. This is for La Crosse. Eau Claire is very similar too. 97 was up there for last year, 98. So definitely not going to see that. We're going to be kind of in between 2020 and 22 type temperatures when we're in the 70s too. So all in all, the whole 3 days looks fantastic. We should be around 75 to 80 around. That's your average for the early part of September for both locations. Our lows are now generally in the low to mid 50s. We'll start seeing more of those 40-night overnights being more common as we get through about half the month too, so a sign of fall that's coming. But overall, if we look at the next 3 days, we're going to see a little increase in the temperatures tomorrow with the winds turning around, more 80s probably, but then definitely Sunday and Labor Day, more 70s really as the winds turn around back to the northwest. Plenty of sunshine, cool. Like I said, it'll be below average temperatures right now. But for tonight, we're just going to start seeing temperatures come back a little bit because less humidity there with that dry air that came in today. So more 50s, even some low 50s potentially. Clear skies, a little light wind too to wake up to. So overall, not too bad. Really, we're going to start seeing that southwest wind begin to pick up tomorrow because we have a little bit of a cold front that's going to kind of slide to the north of the UP. You'll see the winds pick up in the afternoon that allow our temperatures to warm up. Humidity levels will stay still low, so we're looking at maybe mid 80s at some locations in the south, probably low 80s up to the north. Then by tomorrow evening, you'll start seeing a little bit of cloud cover start to pick up from north of Eau Claire as that front kind of goes right to our north. You can see even a little bit of a shower or two near Ladysmith. So some of the areas up there might see more clouds. You might get a shower, but I think most areas will stay dry. Really the big thing with this front is just a wind shift from southwest to northwest, and that means the cooler air will be coming in. So tomorrow's highs are more above average than we see. Mid-80s, low 80s up to the north. It's about 4 to 5 degrees above what we should be. Humidity level's fine. But then we're going to take a cooler trend here. Behind that, this blue is actually cooler air. Cooler or colder air up to Canada that's going to come down. So we're going to have one little taste of it coming through Sunday into Monday before it pushes off east. By midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have the winds turn around. So our temperatures will come back up a little bit more seasonable. We'll probably be back into the 80s or close to it. I think Wednesday next week will be the warmest day because then we have another batch of cooler air to the north that's going to be diving southward. This one actually looks to be a little colder than the one that we have right now. So come Thursday, we're going to start seeing a front come through. And then next week, Friday, really is going to start seeing our temperatures fall more fall-like. In fact, some areas probably will struggle to get out of the 70s as we come to Friday into Saturday behind that front too. So as you notice in the 8-day forecast, we got the mid-80s tomorrow, but then the rest of the forecast generally is the 70s. We do bump up. The warmest day for Wednesday could be low to mid-80s, and then it's trending a lot cooler towards the end of next week now, where we're barely hitting 70 here in La Crosse. Up to the north, they'll be probably struggling to get to the 60s, so that'll feel more like middle to end of September now.
Yeah.
So it'll be a little cooler for Friday Night Football next week, but the good news is still dry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. Well, coming up, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. Week 2 for Wisconsin schools, opening games over in Minnesota. We've got highlights from the Pirates of CFC and much more coming your way. Jacob and Cade are next.
This is Stephen Tyrone Colbert.
The Emmy-nominated Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Weeknights on CBS.
It never should have happened. The Waukesha Christmas Parade attack. 6 Wisconsinites mowed down by Darrell Brooks. Just days earlier, Brooks was arrested for trying to run over his girlfriend with the very same car. But Brooks was released on $1,000 bail. Senator Tammy Baldwin voted against increased funding for pretrial detention of violent criminals, making it easier for criminals like Darrell Brooks to terrorize our communities. Tell Senator Baldwin, violent criminals belong behind bars.
Whatever you were thinking, think bigger. It's the King Furniture Labor Day sale. Bigger selection and bigger discounts. Get up to 60% off the biggest names in furniture and 0% financing. Whoa, now that's big. Shop our huge inventory of in-stock furniture and have it in your home quick with free delivery. You won't want to miss this. It's the Labor Day sale going on now at King Furniture.
T-Mobile's coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network.
Hey folks, Ronnie Craig here, inviting you out to the 27th annual Elvis Explosion live at the La Crosse Center, September 6, 7, and 8. Come on out, see 30 Elvis tribute artists from all over the world. Battle it out for $25,000 in cash. Tickets for this rocking weekend are available at the box office, Ticketmaster.com, or Days of Shows. That's the Elvis Explosion, September 6, 7, and 8, live at the La Crosse Center. See you there, or you ain't nothing but a hound dog.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back-to-school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Welcome everyone to the Friday Night Frenzy. I am Jacob, that is Cade right there.
Yeah, West Salem, they opened up the season with a big 20-point win last week. That vaulted the Panthers to the top rankings in the WIST Sports Division 4 rankings of the year, the first one of the year, I should say.
Now comes the next challenge for West Salem, which is keeping that momentum going. Panthers with the home opener hosting Toma. West Salem wasting no time. Luke Baginski on the carry, bounces upfield, and he is into the end zone. 7-0 after a 2-minute opening drive. End of the first quarter, Drew McConkey looking over the middle, but he's picked off by Adam Bresky, and the sophomore linebacker gets a few yards on the other way, going the other way to set up his offense. He is pumped up, but Toma's offense could not capitalize. West Salem takes momentum back. Senior Trevor Arntz punches it in from a yard out, 14-0 at halftime. Third quarter now, 4th and 8 in the red zone for Toma. Jackson Steffel throws into traffic, tipped and picked by Jackson Williams. And West Salem rolling now. Baginski virtually untouched in his way in for another touchdown. West Salem cruises the rest of the way, 42-6.
All right, bouncing with them, going off the Cooley Conference, Aquinas, the number 2 ranked team in Division 4, but the Blue Gold on the road in Columbus, where they fell this evening 20-16.
All right, Holman looking for their first win of the season as the Vikings hosting Sauk Prairie. Home side up 7-0 when Jacoby Seipel tracks down the quarterback for the sack to end the drive. Second quarter, Eagles getting on the board with a field goal to make it 7-3. That one splitting the uprights. Then visitors on the move again. Landon Schultz looking to take a shot, but Matthew Kahn is tracking it well. He gets the pick. And what do you do when you get a pick and you get to the sideline? Well, you celebrate with a chest bump with Coach. So the offense looking to add on another score. Jack Barth gets the pitch, and it might be Labor Day weekend, Cade, but Jack Barth was putting in work tonight. Rib call for number 7 in maroon. And then how do you celebrate after that? Well, push-ups, of course. Of course. Holman goes on to take this one over Sauk Prairie, 24-15, the final.
All right, how about Sparta? They were traveling to Mauston this evening. The Spartans with another big win, 41-6, the final. They are now 2-0 on the year.
And Onalaska looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss. The Hilltoppers build a big first half lead on their way to a 33-18 win. Bangor comes into the week ranked 7th in Division 7.
Cardinals prove they can fly with their passing game during Week 1. Tonight they face Luther, who's coming off of a big offensive night of their own.
Let's go to Onalaska as the Knights hosting the Cardinals, and this one was all Luther. Defense swarming all night. Get it? Anyways, nice. That fumble picked up by the home side to get them in good position, and their offense was humming as well. Landon Bryant gets the call, and he fights his way up the field and reaches for the end zone for the score. 21-0 Luther after the PAT. And the Knights on the move again after forcing a Bangor punt. Elijah Potterack is running with some power. That's going to move the chains right there. And then Bryant is going to get another handoff in the red zone. He scores another one. Luther dominates 28-0, the final.
Pepin Alma ranked 9th in Division 7 as they travel 2.5 hours east to Assumption. And early on, Assumption struggling to move the ball. We've got a big 4th down play here. Braxton Steiner hands it off to Wiley Cornwell, but the Eagles stuffed him as they will take over on downs, and the Eagles clicking early on offense. Trenton Krasuska with the handoff to Owen Post for the sweep to move the chains. Assumption in trouble early, and they need answers on defense. Same drive. Eagles inching closer to scoring range. The pitch to Caden Shurin. Sheds a tackle and will make his way into the end zone for 6. Assumption with no answers on this one as they lose 36-0. Pepin Alma wins.
And Cochrane Fountain City and Royal both looking to stay unbeaten. Panthers and Pirates meeting this evening, at CFC. Opening drive, the Pirates read. Schmidtknecht does just enough to get into the end zone. Home team goes up by 6. Royal looking to respond. Carter Uppinus scrambling, making time, looking for a man downfield. He's going to hook up with Braxton Board, who's wide open in the middle of the field. Freshman takes it in for more than half the field from there, but he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Some good hustle there to get him. Panthers forced in a 4th down later. That drive, Uppina connects with Easton Wapat in the end zone. Visitors miss the try and are down by 1. Second quarter, more from Royal. Uppina connects with Jackson Bender. The Panther receiver gets a 1st down just yards away from the end zone. Royal would punch it in from there as they go up by 7. But on the ensuing kickoff, CFC's Ty Pop gets the ball, gets some blocks, and gets going. We are all tied. CFC scores 28 unanswered in the second half, and they win 42-22.
Go Pirates. One more game before the break. Another Scenic Bluffs versus Dairyland Conference game. We've got Cashton hosting Independence Gilmanton. Eagles starting off strong. Running back Jack Christensen, a nice little 10-yard carry. Hits the outside, finally pushed out of bounds. And then continuing that good energy from the next play, we got Rory Mills in a beautiful throw downfield to Drew Butzler. Dodges a few tackles, finally brought down inside the 25, and that would set up this. The handoff to the outside, and Christensen fights his way in for the score. First of many for Cashton on the night, as the Eagles would go on to win 50-8.
Man, a lot of action tonight. A lot of fun so far.
We've got
oh my
more.
Gosh.
We've got a lot more.
Another state even. We got more stuff from Minnesota. We got lots of good stuff coming this way.
A lot of good touchdowns. Stay tuned. We got some good Minnesota games.
Where else would you rather go?
Watch this. I mean, don't. Watch it next after the break, but stay tuned.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Refresh your space with a mid-century makeover at Ashley. During the Labor Day sale, discover statement pieces starting at $499.99. Plus, get 0% interest for 5 years on in-store purchases. No minimum purchase required. Shop more deals in-store and online.
We know the fentanyl coming from Mexico and China is a threat here in Wisconsin.
It's why Tammy Baldwin is working to stop it.
And Tammy passed the bipartisan Fend Off Fentanyl Act.
It takes on the Mexican cartels and the fentanyl coming from China.
And Tammy Baldwin voted 32 times to strengthen our border.
32 times to increase border patrols.
And technology to keep illegal drugs out. Because Senator Baldwin knows
keeping us safe is her first priority.
Tell Tammy Baldwin to keep securing our borders.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
It's Hy-Vee's Labor Day Grill Out Sale this Friday through Monday. Fresh ground beef, just $2.99 a pound. Mouthwatering New York strips, just $5.88. 6-pack bottles of Pepsi products, just $3.48. Party-size Frito-Lay snacks, queso or salsa, just $3.98. Juicy, whole, seedless watermelon, just $2.99 each. And Hy-Vee hamburger or hot dog buns, just $1. Save in-store and online. Friday through Monday, only at Hy-Vee.
Labor Day mattress deals are happening now at Ashley. For a limited time, save up to $1,000 on select mattress purchases. Plus, get 0% interest for 5 years on in-store purchases. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
The Winona Windhawks came into the season looking to rebound from a 3-6 campaign in 2023.
Well, the black and orange looking for a strong start this year as they host Simley. Winona came out of the gates hot. First quarter, Dion Prolo finds Jaden Blank on the swing pass. Spin move in for the score. Windhawks go up 7. Next drive for Simley. Christian Urbina drops back and connects with Isaiah Wilson, but you gotta hang on to the ball. It pops out. Winona jumps on it. The Windhawks take over, and Prolo would make them pay. Trickery in the backfield, but it's a QB keeper. Prolo races across the goal line for his second touchdown of the day. It's 14-0 Winona, and they weren't done. Next Winona drive, Prolo dropping back. He's gonna let it fly, and it's caught. Patrick Curtin making the grab. Both guys playing for Winona State next year, down at the 2, and on the very next play, it's Prolo taking it in himself, jumping to the outside, his third touchdown of the day. Yeah, Jaden, we see him. Winona wins 42-28, and then tonight, I was over in La Crescent as the Lancers looking to start the season with some momentum as they are hosting Lake City. Let's go to the first quarter. Lancers looking to get something going. The toss to the outside. Maze Boyer has some space, hits the hole, finally brought down after the big pickup. And then later in the drive, the fake toss gets me fooling. Drew Todd looking at pass rolling out off the fingertips and into the hands of the defense for an interception. Tigers take over, but the Lancer defense would hang tough. Asher B dropping back, swarmed by multiple Lancers and sacked for a loss of yards. This one remains scoreless. And then later in the half, Todd dropping back, hits as he throws, and the ball's bounced around everywhere, eventually into the hands of Coulter Heggie. And Heggie takes off up the sideline all the way in for the score as Lake City takes the lead, and that would be the difference maker. 7-6 the final.
Rushford-Peterson hosting Blooming Prairie in this one. First quarter, Blossoms blooming first. Bradley Kittleson is going to find Gabe Stalick for the 9-yard connection. They go up 7-0. RP looking to respond. Caden Johnson going deep on third down to Dominic Corcoran. He catches it to bring the Trojans inside the 20-yard line. Now in the second, RP capitalizes. Jonah Bunk takes the pitch 2 yards for the touchdown. 7-6. The Trojans fall in a close one. 21-18 is your final.
And we've got some 9-man action. Houston hosting Southland. Third quarter, 14-all. Houston's Maddox Rodriguez takes it to the outside. First down deep in Rebels territory, but Southland shuts it down. Landon Shillman gets the interception, and the threat is over. Now to the fourth. Rebels break the tie in a big way. Henry Wist finds Bo Sathry open deep, 64-yard touchdown to go up 21-14, and that was the final. Southland wins.
Kate, I love that one you shot in Winona today.
It was so good.
When you see that, I mean, that's the kind of support you want when you're just pointing at your. I mean, that's how good is that? How good is that?
We need more of that in this.
We need more of that. We need more of that. Hey, if you see us out there with a camera and you want to say hi,
just point.
Maybe your coach might not like it, but it's all right. Good stuff.
Don't tell coach.
All right, coming up, the Brewers look to keep their big lead in the NL Central.
They're enjoying some Friday night frenzy of their own. We have action when we return.
The Labor Day sale is going on now at International Furniture. 40% off the retail price on all upholstery in stock and special orders. All in-stock pictures, rugs, lamps, and accessories, 50% off the retail price. International Furniture, I-90 Airport Exit 2, La Crosse.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. I was 27 years old, and the doctor told me I have MS. You quickly realize what's the most important things in life: family, friendships, love, helping other people. It makes you much more empathetic and compassionate to those that are struggling and suffering. I wanted to achieve my goals and dreams, but I wanted to take my resources and save as many children as I possibly could.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world.
Hey, you're sober? You drive.
Kyle just made a decision that would change his whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Make your weekends unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need for a good time. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends, to stocking up on your favorite essentials, Menards is your one-stop shop for your next adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
The Labor Day sale is going on now at International Furniture. 40% off the retail price on all upholstery in stock and special orders. All in-stock pictures, rugs, lamps, and accessories, 50% off the retail price. International Furniture, I-90 Airport Exit 2, La Crosse.
And welcome back, everyone. Let's take a break from the high school action as we've got some college ball to get to.
The Wisconsin Badgers come into their second full season under Luke Fickell as they look to take the next step in the expanded Big Ten. The Badgers kicking off their season hosting Western Michigan this evening. Luke Fickell's second year as Badger head coach. First drive of the game, and things were looking good. Kyle Van Dyke on 2nd and 4 connects with Tucker Ashcraft for the first down inside the 20. It was a 16-play drive. Bring out the field goal unit. 36-yard attempt, but it goes wide. We remain scoreless. Next Badger drive inside the 10. Van Dyke gives it to Ches Malusi, and watch him work. Drags the defenders into the end zone for the score. Wisconsin takes the lead, but Western Michigan would come back on the 1-yard line, and Jalen Buckley takes it in for the score. Uh-oh, we're tied at 7. Badgers tried to score before the half, couldn't find the end zone, but this time from 34 yards out, right down the middle. Badgers took the lead ahead of halftime, 10-7. Western Michigan just scored. They actually take the lead, 14-13 in the fourth.
All right, let's get to the red-hot Brewers in Cincy for a double-header today. In Game 1 this afternoon, Crew down early until Willie Adames launches one off Nick Martinez. That solo shot ties us up. Colin Ray wouldn't hold the tie for long. He serves up a solo shot in the second half of the frame. 2-1 Reds. Ray in more danger later in the frame. 2-1 for Ellie De La Cruz. Shoots one with a full count just past Andrew Monasterio. Reds go up 3-1. A response from Milwaukee in the fourth. Long ball working for William Contreras, flexing some opposite field power. And later in the inning, 2-on for Sal Frelick, and Sal comes in clutch with 2 outs. This knock gives Milwaukee the 4-3 lead. This one would go to extras, but in the 10th, it's Frelick again with an opportunity. His grounder is enough to get the go-ahead run home. In the bottom of the frame, 2-on as Devin Williams looks to slam the door, and he gets Ty France to pop out to Frelick down in right field. Brewers win 5-4 in Game 1. Game 2, a slugfest, 14-0 Brewers, thanks in part to a 10-run ninth and 7 shutout frames from starter DL Hall.
That's a lot of runs.
That's a lot of runs, a lot of fun tonight as well on the gridiron. So we'll show you that play of the night when we come back.
One more time.
I was robbed. They tried to run me over with a getaway car. He almost killed me right over here. He was laughing as he fractured my skull.
Amanda's attacker was an illegal immigrant drug dealer arrested twice before, but released by San Francisco DA Kamala Harris.
If Kamala Harris hadn't let him out, this never would have happened to me.
Kamala put violent illegals, convicted felons, back on the streets.
Kamala just doesn't care about protecting people like me.
Make America Great Again Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's fall footwear sale is going on now. Shop our unbeatable selection and prices on your favorite brands of fall boots and shoes. Right now, all Skechers are buy one, get one half price. Get a free $50 gift card when you buy any pair of Thorogood boots. Plus, we buy by the truckload so we can pass more savings on to you. Like $50 off this Baronet hunting blind or a 20-inch box fan, just $19.99.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet.
It's a Labor Day celebration going on right now here at Carl's.
We have hot buys throughout the store.
Save up to 45% on major appliances.
Buy a Samsung 4-piece kitchen package and get this 55-inch TV free.
All TVs are on sale.
All grills are priced to move. Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort mattresses and up to 70% on in-stock TV stands and consoles. It's a Labor Day celebration going on right now here at Carl's.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Turn your collector car into cash. Remlinger Collector Car Auctions is now taking consignments for its fall auction on September 27th and 28th in Winona, Minnesota. Visit RemlingerAuctions.com to consign now and maximize your earnings. Early consigners receive the most exposure to our eager pre-qualified bidders. Reserve your spot today and join the excitement. Remlinger Collector Car Auctions, where every car has a story and every bid is an adventure.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Time for the play of the night, or play of the day, I should say. Right?
Yeah, we go to Winona, a noon game today, but Winona's Dion Prolo playing like it was prime time. Goes deep, connects with Patrick Curtin here, taken down at the 2-yard line, and then on the very next play, Prolo is going to take it in himself. Little jab step, jump to the outside, and the future Winona State Warrior finished with, count 'em, 5 touchdowns on the day, and for that, he has earned the play of the night.
And that's the point. I love that point. We just can't get over that. It's a great shot. Great shot to you. That was a lot of fun. And we had a lot of fun today. Which team did you really enjoy the highlights from?
A lot of good teams. I'm going to go with one. We didn't see the highlights of them, but Sparta, 40 points for the second straight week. They're rolling.
Good stuff. Well, good stuff this week. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. Got a lot more good action, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, who has more fun than us on nights like this?
We have the Badgers tonight. UWL starts next week, so we've got all the football action coming.
Cannot wait. For Jacob Lensdorf, Kate Overton, that is the Friday Night Frenzy. Same time, same place next week.